The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. Fairfield Trojan Girls Basketball is coming your way on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel. Now, let's get you to the court for Fairfield Trojans Basketball.
And good evening, everybody. I'm Lee Muntz, along with Christian Rasmussen, who will be your play-by-play voice of Fairfield Trojan basketball for Ottumwa Radio Group this upcoming winter sports season. Welcome aboard, Christian.
Yeah, nice to be on, sir.
Well, it's good to have you, and appreciated you coming up to me after the football banquet with your mom and said, "What can I do to get some, pointers on sports broadcasting?" So, how would you like to be the voice of the Trojans your senior year?
It's an amazing opportunity to have.
Well, we're glad to have you willing to do it, because obviously there's not a lot of people in line that wanted to do it, so we appreciate you stepping up. Let's mention our sponsors first of all. Community First Credit Union. They bring you the pregame show this evening. Cranston Family Funeral Home. They will sponsor the postgame show. Our first quarter will be a service of Jefferson County Health Center. 3 pointers brought to you by Biener Funeral Home. Starting lineups is service of Packwood Locker, and then we have Fairfield Dental Clinic for the second quarter. Lisco for the third quarter. Brandon Taglier, your Beck Seed dealer for the fourth quarter. Halftime show is service of Smithburg Automotive. So those are the sponsors for this evening. You were away for the girls game. Shan Moquin, of course, got to fill in for you on Friday when Fairfield hosted Sheraton. But you got a chance to listen to Shan, and just what was your impression of the broadcast, first of all, and the Trojan girls season opener with the Chargers?
Well, I feel like he did a really great job, along with always speaking very knowledgeable about the game. And for the Trojans-wise, I know we came up short, but I know they'll be hungry again to go on and take on the Panthers tonight. So
yeah, we're here at Knoxville High School, and by the way, it went to a 6 o'clock start because of the numbers crunch, really for both programs. And I'm trying to get the Knoxville starters written down. My phone wants to keep turning it upside down. But they've got number 2, Marissa Borwig, number 4, Olivia Sanford, number 22, Carolee Kennedy, number 25, Addie Williams, and number 35, Ayla Williams. Now, they are without the Duncan sisters, which is ironic. We have Travis Duncan, of course, an assistant coach for Fairfield. His daughters go to Fairfield. Marin is currently a junior at Fairfield High School, and then Kinsley is an 8th grader at Fairfield Middle School. Kinsley is going to be a good basketball player, part of a good group that's coming up in the ranks for Fairfield Girls Basketball on down the future. But, excuse me, they had a Duncan girl last year that led them in scoring about 15 points per game, and she was a senior. Had a little sister, a sophomore, who would have been back this year available, but she apparently decided not to play, and that's a big loss for them. Sorry, I'm getting a frog in my throat. But anyway, so we know we're not going to have to deal with either of the Duncans, because one graduated and the other one decided not to play. Fairfield did drop that game. What was the score last year?
it was last year. I can check it real quick. I believe it was 60-29 Knoxville.
Yeah. And the first quarter, Fairfield hung in there. I think it was like 15-10 at the end of one. Mm-hmm. And then the second quarter, Knoxville held Fairfield to 2 points and outscored Fairfield really all 4 quarters of the game. But through one, it looked like Fairfield was going to hang in there against the Panthers. What conferences are we looking at?
Alrighty, so for the game, or for around the conferences, the Fairfield, of course, is in the Southeast Conference. We have, of course, tonight's game in Knoxville High School between the Trojans and the Panthers. And looking over, we have Keokuk going into Illinois playing Quincy Notre Dame High School. And then Washington is going up to Muscatine. And Mount Pleasant has a ranked game against number 14 Pella. And another ranked game with number 11 Burlington going up to Clear Creek Amana, who is ranked number 4. And finally, Fort Madison is playing home and at host to number 11 Assumption. And then for the Knoxville Panthers, they are in the South Central Conference, and their rivals, Centerville, is playing host to West Burlington. And Eddyville, Blakesburg, Fremont, EBF, is playing host to Pleasantville. Albee is playing host to Sigourney. Sheraton is playing host to Newton, and Davis County is over in New on London.
All right, and they are coached by my good friend Matt Zidler. He, in fact, the reason we're going to be able to see the Hawkeye women play tomorrow night. He has season tickets for them, and unfortunately had a death in the family, and so regret to Matt and his wife Terry won't be able to go to that game, but it opened the opportunity for AJ, you and I, and one of AJ's friends to go up to Iowa City tomorrow, watch the Lady Hawkeyes host the Leathernecks of Western Illinois. All right, why don't we go ahead and do our first 3-minute break here during our pregame show, again brought to you by Community First Credit Union. We'll be back in 3 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Welcome back, everyone, here in Knoxville, Iowa. Lee Muntz along with Christian Rasmussen on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network with our live coverage of Trojan varsity girls basketball. Of course, we're also covering the boys, doing double headers, and that will happen for the boys opener. In fact, let's see, a week from tonight.
Yep, next Tuesday.
Yep, December 2nd, the girls and boys hosting Oskaloosa. The Indians will come down from on Highway, basically 163, and we'll get to see what Oskaloosa has. I believe they've still got their big girl that was such a force, and it's going to be very difficult to match up with, but we'll talk more about them in a week from now. But let's look back to last Tuesday night against, or last Friday night against Sheraton. Do you have the stats from that game? Where
I can pull them up real quick.
All right. And just go ahead and mention who our leading scorers were. And
Yep.
I know Faith Jones hit her only three-pointer of the night in that game. couldn't get the long distance shooting going in the game.
Alrighty.
All right, so Faith Jones had 13 points. There we go. So Faith ended up, let's see, she was 1 of 11 on three-pointers. Fairfield 1 of 17. So, like I said, just couldn't get the three-pointers to go. But Faith did have a game-high 13. Then we had 8 points from Elise Setterstrom. She was 4 of 8 from the field, so 50%. We'll look for her to obviously try to get more shots down low for Fairfield. Trojans just 5 of 13 at the free throw line. In fact, fouls in that game. Fairfield got called for 23, and Sheraton, I believe, only had like 9. So a lot more fouls on Fairfield in the game. Had 4 points from Lauren Martin and also 4 points from Emma Metcalf. Of course, Emma, a junior, got to start that game against Sheraton since Maddie Martin was not available. Anna McAvan was not available in the game, would have been one of the reserve guards coming off the bench in that season opener against the Chargers. Sheraton had, I believe, 4 players scoring double figures, which ended up being huge for them, getting that balanced scoring against the Trojans. So anytime you can get 4 of your 5 starters in double figures, you're gonna have a lot of success.
Make all the difference for you.
Exactly. And like I said, last year the matchup with Knoxville, just looking back at that, I've got it on my stats here. So looking at the quarter scores from that game, Fairfield was down after the first quarter, 15-10, like I had mentioned earlier, or 15-11, but then got outscored 10-2 in the second quarter, 15-8 in the third, 20-8 in the fourth, ended up 60-29. Realistically, if you can get at least, I'd say 12 to 15 points in a quarter, you're gonna be in most girls basketball games. So, got to avoid those low point total quarters. Should we do another 2-minute timeout? Or let's go ahead and take another 2-minute timeout during our Community First Credit Union pregame show. Lee Muntz, Christian Rasmussen, back with more Trojan girls basketball pregame coverage here at Knoxville on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Planning for 2026, smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
All right, right, just was checking Knoxville pronunciation. I went at the PA guy and said, how do you pronounce this one? He looked at like Ayla Williams. I said, no, the one below, Anna. And he goes, oh, I don't even know. She's apparently new player to the roster, Anna Sinitsia. Oh, anyway. Now I'm out of breath because I climbed the bleachers.
I was in a real rush to get back up here.
Yes, I was. I knew AJ wasn't going to hold up the broadcast for me. Anyway, let's go through the starting lineups. Again, brought to you by our friends at Packwood Locker, where you can't beat their meat, and they dare you to try. Got for the Trojans a sophomore point guard, 5'3", number 1, Vanessa Kessel. 5'8" senior, number 3, Maddie Martin. Cousin, 5'6" senior, number 5, Lauren Martin. 5'5" senior, number 11, Faith Jones. And a 6' senior, number 50, Elise Setterstrom. For Knoxville, they have number 2, Marissa Borwig. Number 4, Olivia Sanford. Number 22, Carolee Kennedy. Number 25, Addie Williams. And number 35, Ayla Williams. So those are the starting lineups for each team. They're going through it over the PA announcing. Talk about our uniforms. That was a good, Christian.
Yeah. So Fairfield, it appears to be having their first time wearing their all-black away uniforms. And Knoxville is wearing their home white uniforms. So you can tell the difference on the broadcast.
Yeah, the nice thing, we have video coverage tonight on the YouTube, Ottumwa Radio Group YouTube channel. Fairfield on orange lettering, all capital letters on the front with the white number. And then some orange striping from the armpits down to the hips, basically, all the way up and down the uniforms. Knoxville with their white and gold numbers with black trim. See if it's Panthers or Knoxville on the front of those jerseys. They do have a yellow K above the uniform number on the back.
Yep.
And it is
Gold Panthers on the front.
So that's the lineups. They'll be playing the national anthem here, so why don't we go ahead and do our last 2-minute break here, AJ, and we'll come back with the start of the game, tipping it off, and we'll let Christian Rasmussen take a shot at play-by-play for the Trojans as we get set for the second game of the Fairfield basketball season for the girls and the opener for the Knoxville girls. Back in 2 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's meat, and we dare you to try.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family. Your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Alrighty, and welcome back to the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network, where we are here in Knoxville High School. Thank you to Community First Credit Union for that pregame show. And we're about to get started with the tip-off. Elise Setterstrom wins it, and Faith Jones with the collection of it. Lauren Martin at the three, inside for Elise Setterstrom. Over to Maddie Martin, off the front rim. Rebound to Elise Setterstrom, and after a few bounces, it goes in.
Nice job getting that offensive board by Elise and getting the Trojans on the board.
And number 25, Addison Williams, takes it across courts. Over to Olivia Sanford. The top of the three-point line, takes a J off the front rim and no good. Fight for the rebound. It is going to be Fairfield ball.
A couple of girls battling for it. Let's see, Faith Jones to Vanessa Kessel for the Trojans. By the way, Knoxville's Marissa Borwig, a 5'3" senior. Olivia Sanford, 5'3" freshman. Carolee Kennedy, 5'10" senior. Addie Williams, a 5'7" sophomore. And Ayla Williams, a 5'11" junior.
Lauren Martin for three. It is off the back rim. Rebounded, taken in by Vanessa Kessel. High floater layup, no good. Passed, rebounded back out past the three-point line. Over to Laura Martin. Vanessa Kessel tries her luck at three. It swishes down. And the first three-pointer good for the Trojans as they go up 5-0, just under 7 minutes to go in the first quarter.
That's great. We only hit 1-3 in the opener, already have matched that.
Olivia Sanford gets struck up by Lauren Martin. Back over out to Addison Williams. Getting guarded by Faith Jones. Passes it back over to Olivia Sanford, and they call a travel on Sanford.
So turnover by the Panthers gives it back to the Trojans already with 5 points on the board.
Yep. Inbounds it into Vanessa Kessel as we are just under the 6:30 mark of the first quarter. Over to Lauren Martin, and Faith Jones tries her luck at three. It goes down. That's the second three-pointer made in the first 2 minutes of the game. And a timeout called by Knoxville. It is 8-0 Fairfield Trojans over the Panthers with 6:14 to go in the first quarter.
Let's take a 1-minute break. Be back with the resumption of the action on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegeler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
And we welcome you back into Knoxville High School, where we are here in the first quarter, which is sponsored by Jefferson County Health Center. We have a steal by Maddie Martin, and it is stolen right back by Addison Williams. They call out of bounds.
A blocking foul on Maddie Martin.
Blocking foul.
First foul of the game.
And the inbound over to Olivia Sanford, who's touched the ball quite a bit to start this game. Being blocked at the top of the three-point line. A bit of zone defense by the Trojans.
Yep, 2-3.
Addison Williams back over to Melissa Borwig and tipped out of bounds by Faith Jones. It is 8-0 Fairfield over the Panthers with 5:45 to go in the first. A far inbound outlet pass over to Olivia Sanford. And attempted steal, but a push by Faith Jones.
So we got a second team foul on the Trojans. Of course, the fouls changed a few years ago. Now we're going to 5-for-5 substitution for the Trojans. This is always fun for a broadcaster.
All righty. We got Lenora Felt, we got Emma Metcalf, Anna McAvan, Emma Scepter, and Aubrey Ryan in for the starters. The Knoxville Panthers keep their starting roster in. Keeping it over. Marissa Borweg tries her luck at 3. It is off the front lip of the rim and no good. Rebounded by Emma Metcalf. Metcalf loses her dribble. It is a fight for the ball. And they call a jump ball. With possession to the Knoxville Panthers.
So on the fouls, each team is allowed up to 5 fouls in a quarter before you go into the bonus, and then it resets every quarter versus the old days of 7 fouls to get to 1-1 and 10 for a double bonus.
Trojans try their forecourt defense, and Olivia Sanford makes a floater, and it is their first bucket of the game. 8-2 Fairfield, just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Over to Aubrey Ryan at the J, and she jumps with it in her hands. That is a travel.
Yeah, came back down with it. Now, if they would have ruled that Knoxville was trying to block it, they could call that a jump ball. But
and a travel right back to the Knoxville Panthers. So possession is going to go back to the Fairfield Trojans under their own hoop.
Not a huge crowd, even for the home team here in Knoxville.
Into Emma Scepter, and yet another travel here as we are passing the ball around to each other.
Yeah, it's a battle of turnovers right now.
Trojans stay in their full court defense. And ball is a little far, but they keep it in their possession. Back over to number 4, Sanford. And little free throw line toss, no good for Williams. Rebounded by Emma Scepter, taken back over the half court line by Emma Metcalf. And Aubrey Ryan takes a pass just too far right for Lenore Felt, and it is another turnover for the Trojans. With 8-2 Fairfield over the Panthers, 4:24 to go in the first.
Miriam Marino, first Knoxville substitution. She is a 5'5" freshman.
Inbound over to Williams. They remain in their full court defense. Passing it over inside, the layup too high, and the putback is again no good. Rebounded by Emma Metcalf. The fast break is halted by the Knoxville defense as they try to slow it down. The pass by Metcalf a little too far out for Aubrey Ryan to handle, and another turnover as we have just passed the halfway point in the first quarter. And the Trojans make a full team substitution. It appears their full starting roster is back out with number 1 Vanessa Kessel, number 3 Maddie Martin, number 5 Lauren Martin, number 50 Elise Setterstrom, and number 11 Faith Jones.
Nice steal there by Lauren.
Back over Faith Jones for 3. Off the side of the rim and no good. And the fight for it out of bounds ends up in Fairfield possession.
Yeah, I don't know if the Knoxville player, Marissa Borwick, checked right back in for Knoxville. They gave a rest to 25 Addie Williams.
Pass in over to Faith Jones. Ball bounces off the top of the hoop and it does not go in, but the rebound collected by Lauren Martin. Good passing around by the Trojans. Over a mid-range shot, just short by Lauren Martin. Another chase down for Vanessa Kessel, another offensive rebound for the Trojans. Pass a little too far out for Faith Jones to handle, and number 4 Sanford with the rebound. She's sprinting in, attempted layup no good, and a foul by Maddie Martin on number 25, Addison Williams.
That'll be Maddie's second.
Yep, it is a ground foul, so no free throws. But Knoxville will retain possession and inbound it in.
Ayana Alvarado checks in for our Knoxville number 11. She is a 5'1" senior, so a senior coming off the bench.
And 8-2 Fairfield over Knoxville with 3:08 to go in the first quarter, as Fairfield remains in their 2-3 zone defense. As Sanford trying to handle the ball, and a travel called as she holds in her shots.
That was Mary Marino. Now they bring back in starter Addie Williams. So he's rotating basically one girl at a time on the Knoxville side to give a rest to the starters.
Appears to be Vanessa Kessel, takes it past half court over to Faith Jones. And some good passing by the Trojans, ends in a shot foul. And Maddie Martin is going to take 2 with Addison Williams collecting her first foul of the game. Now Fairfield was not very good at free throws in their last game as Maddie Martin takes her first shot. And it is just right. So 0 for 1 to start the game.
Was it 5 of 13, I believe, against Sheraton?
And Olivia Sanford in for Kara Lee Kennedy. With 8-2, 2:47 to go. Maddie Martin for her second free throw attempt. And it banks in. It is 9-2. And a timeout by the Trojans.
It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here on this break. And once again, thanks to our first quarter sponsor, Jefferson County Health Center. Cares you can count on, that's what they do. Second quarter will be brought to you by Fairfield Dental Clinic, West Adams in Fairfield. I've met Dr. Jones and his family. They were at a Fairfield Middle School girls basketball game the other day. We've got some friends with girls on the team. Our pregame show again was brought to you by Community First Credit Union, because together is better. Check them out at cfirstcreditunion.com. And we forgot to mention 3-pointers brought to you by Vienna Funeral and Crematory. Owners Scott and Rachel Brown. Visit them. They've got a service for every family. Here when you need them. Visit wienerfh.com.
And an attempted steal by Elise Setterstrom ends up back in the hands of the Knoxville Panthers, as the full court defense for the Trojans has been working up to this point, as it is 9-2 Fairfield with 2.5 to go in the first. Olivia Sanford, their leading ball handler, trying to create any separation she can.
It's like Fairfield's gone man-to-man or person-person. That's travel.
And yet another travel and another turnover for the Knoxville Panthers, as Kara Lee Kennedy comes in for Ayla Williams.
So we've had 2 Vienna Funeral Home 3-pointers here in the first quarter. That's good to see.
Alrighty, Lauren Martin takes it in to release Setterstrom. Pass is tipped, but saved in by Vanessa Kessel. Over Lauren Martin, does not take the 3, but passes it over to Faith Jones. Pass is tipped by Kennedy, but saved in by Kessel. And the bounce pass just a little too hard for Maddie Martin to gather.
Easy for you to say.
Yes.
Just not that time.
And it ends up in a turnover and Knoxville ball.
Just under 2 minutes left first quarter.
And Lauren Martin with the deflection. It is going to stay Knoxville ball. And a full team substitution for the Fairfield Trojans. Back in is Anna McAvan, Lenora Feltz, Emma Metcalf, Aubrey Ryan, and Emma Scepter at the other side of their full court defense. Take it past half court. The ball is a little high on the pass and intercepted, stolen by Emma Scepter. Taken up court by Emma Metcalf. Inside Ryan, a high floater just too far, and taken in as she falls. The rebounder falls over Ayana Alvarado, and it is going to be a turnover and Fairfield ball. With 90 seconds to go in the first, Fairfield is up 9-2. Inbound. Some tight defense on McAvan. She puts up a shot. It is just left. Taken in by Aubrey Ryan, and the 2 is good. Makes it 11-2 with 1:17 to go.
First bench points for the Trojans. I think Anna McAvan gets called for the blocking foul there, yeah.
Yeah, that is Fairfield's 4th foul.
So another foul here. Knoxville will get 2 free throws for the last 73 seconds of the quarter.
And a high inlet pass that's taken in by Alvarado. And apologies, Miriam Moreno gets it in, and she makes the layup. Makes it 11-4 with 1 minute to go. Pass is tipped by Addison Williams, but it will stay on this side of the court. And Fairfield ball, 11-4, 57 seconds left. Marissa Borweg comes in for Ayana Alvarado.
Both teams have substituted quite a bit here in the first quarter.
And a quick dump into Emma Scepter, number 42, and her first 2 points of the game make it 13-4.
Great job using that backboard.
And the full court defense is causing a little bit of issue as Anna McAvan comes up with a steal. Stops her feet, but Metcalf for 3 off the back of the rim. Taken up by Kennedy. Borwig's long 2, no good. Taken in by Emma Scepter with just 20 seconds to go. Into Aubrey Ryan, little dribble, and off the back of the rim, rebounded by Marissa Borweg. And rebounding foul by the Trojans.
Like Emma Metcalf, that'll be 2 shots at the other end.
And now Fairfield is in the bonus. So the Panthers will shoot 2.
Knoxville just 1 foul, but they haven't been nearly as aggressive as Fairfield.
And Marissa Borweg taking the first and second free throws for the Knoxville Panthers in this game. It is 13-4 Fairfield with 13.1 to go in the first. First free throw is nothing but net as Ayana Alvarado comes in for Addison Williams. And one final free throw. And it also goes in, very similar to the first one, 13-6. Most likely a last possession for the Trojans. McAvan shoots a 3, it is just short. And a fight for the rebound. And Felt attempted put-up shot, no foul is called. And the end of the first quarter is 13-6 Fairfield. And we are going to take a 3-minute break.
No, 1 minute.
1 minute, apologies for that one. And we'll be right back with you on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
And welcome back to the start of the second quarter, which is sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic. Some quick first quarter stats. Vanessa Kessel and Faith Jones made the 2 3-pointers by the Fairfield Trojans. They are the leading scorers as Maddie Martin takes a long mid-range 2. No good on that one.
That was Lauren on the miss.
Oh,
I know it's easy.
And a shot foul on Vanessa Kessel. And foul is on number 2, Marissa Borweg, first of the second quarter, and Vanessa Kessel is going to take the Fairfield's 3rd and 4th free throws. First one is a swish, making them 2 for 3 on free throws up to this point.
Good to see that. So quiet.
Hear a pin drop. Second offering goes right through again, making Vanessa Kessel's points total up to 5, as she is now the leading scorer in the game. The Trojans choose to remain in their full court pressure as it pays dividends again. Stolen by Kessel into Lauren Martin for her first 2 points of the game on a right layup, making it 17-6 Fairfield over Knoxville with just under 7.5 to go. Ball is tipped out from behind by Maddie Martin, but it will stay Knoxville ball.
For Knoxville, they had 3 girls with 2 points that first quarter, one of them on free throws, Marissa Borwig. The others were baskets by Olivia Sanford and Miriam Marino.
Over inside to Kennedy, as she is taking the 2, and it goes down. Her first 2 points of the game, making it 17-8, as the Trojans quickly move it down the courts. And a little deflection of the ball, and it will stay in Fairfield possession.
Lise was trying to throw it underneath the Maddie Martin. Good D by Knoxville. Denied it.
Maddie Martin to inbound over to Faith Jones, a long 2, a little far. Taken in another offensive rebound, but Maddie Martin's pass over to Jones is just a little too high. And it will be a turnover for Fairfield, ending up in Knoxville ball, as it is 17-8 with 6:51 to go in the second quarter. As it is stolen by Faith Jones. A fast break, takes the layup, and it goes down. That is her 5 points in the game, as it is 19-8. As the pass by Kennedy ends up being tipped and deflected over to Jones. Her layup no good, taken in by Maddie Martin. Her shot again no good.
It got Faith.
And a foul on Faith Jones, her second of the game.
First team foul of the quarter.
19-8 with 6:22 to go. Fairfield with the lead. And another turnover by number 22, Kennedy. Jones goes in for the layup, no good. And Vanessa Kessel ends up with the rebound and the putback, making her have 7 points in the game. And a full timeout by Knoxville.
So we'll take a break here and be back with more of the second quarter on the Tamil Radio Group Sports Network.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
Alrighty, and welcome back to the Knoxville Gymnasium, where the Knoxville Panthers are playing host to the Fairfield Trojans. Now we are 6:06 to go in the second quarter, sponsored by Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams in Fairfield. After the foul by Faith Jones, the Panthers inbound the ball, but it is quickly turned over, and a blocking foul. Or no, was that a shot foul?
I believe it's going to be a shot. It was a blocking foul, but it's going to be a shooting foul.
Okay, it is going to be ending up in 2 for Emma Metcalf. As we didn't mention it, but the full 5 starters have been taken out, and the secondary 5 have come back in. Emma Metcalf coming in for 2. And the first free throw goes down for Emma Metcalf. making it 22-8 with just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. And the second free throw comes up just short, making the Trojans 4 for 6 on free throws to this point. A reach foul by Emma Metcalf.
That'll be her second. We have 3 girls with 2 fouls, which is what called mild foul trouble. Faith Jones and Maddie Martin being the others with Emma Metcalf.
Alrighty, and Addison Williams in over to Marissa Borwig. And a travel called on Borwig, as it is yet another turnover for the Knoxville Panthers.
Yeah, she drug her pivot foot there, picking up the dribble.
Yep, and in turnover, and now Fairfield possession, as Lenora Felt is going to take it over the half-court line. Over inside to Emma Scepter, and a spin-around shot attempt is no good. And the attempted save by Aubrey Ryan going out of bounds. She ended up with her foot, appeared to be on the line. Yep. So turnover, and Knoxville will retain the ball. As I would definitely say this full court defense by the Trojans has been quite a struggle for the Panthers to figure out.
Yeah, it's positive, big time.
Yes. Addison Williams over to Olivia Sanford, number 4, but she ends up traveling after picking up her dribble. As just passing the ball between each other at this point with quite a few turnovers. 22-8 to go in the second, or 5:08 to go in the second. 22-8 is the score. As the pass is deflected by Addison Williams and out of bounds, but it will stay Fairfield ball. And Ayana Alvarado coming in for number 2, Marissa Borwig, as Fairfield will inbound the ball. Over inside, over top of the hands of number 25, Addison Williams, as Aubrey Ryan gets a 2 on an easy layup.
She's got 4 points now. Good entry pass, by the way. I think it was Lenora Felt that made that entry.
Yes, that was a really good pass there. Emma Metcalf stopping Addison Williams in her dribble, as Olivia Sanford spins around, ends up not getting the travel, but Addison Williams with it. Getting covered really well, as the layup attempt no good. But the foul called on Lenora Feltz. That is their 3rd of the quarter, as we are nearing the halfway point of the second quarter.
First personal on Lenora.
Inbound under their hoop, Knoxville into Olivia Sanford, their main ball handler to this point. Over and Addison Williams for 3. It is a little too far, and the fight for the rebound as Emma Metcalf of the Trojans steps out of bounds, and it will stay Knoxville Panthers possession. With it being 24-8, Fairfield over the Knoxville Panthers with 4:14 to go in the second. Inbounding it over to Addison Williams. The pass a little too tall for Miriam Moreno, as the fight for it ends up being out of bounds and a turnover for the Panthers. And the Trojans over inside, a little loose for the ball. We have reached now the halfway points, as the 3 attempt rattles around and no good by Emma Metcalf. And an on-the-court foul by Addison Williams, as Marissa Borwig and Carolee Kennedy come in for Olivia Sanford and Addison Williams of the Panthers. 24-8, 3:53 to go in the seconds. A high layup attempt by Emma Scepter ends up in the rafters of the hoop, and a turnover for the Trojans.
Yeah, got it there into the cable.
Yeah, the netting.
Yeah, helping support the backboard. Brian doing a good job down there talking to her. Hey, just not be so rushed, you know.
It's all good. The starters are back in for the Trojans. As it goes in and a little too far for Ayla Williams to gather, and it ends up in yet another turnover out of bounds by the Panthers.
I guarantee you, Knoxville's got more turnovers than their 8 points. We don't keep track of the turnovers, but I'm confident in saying that.
As Vanessa Kessel takes it across half courts. As they're doing a really good job passing the ball, and Lauren Martin's long two rattles around and goes in. That is her fourth point of the game. And another steal by Lauren Martin ends up in a foul, as she will be shooting 2 free throws. And that is going to be the second foul on number 2, Marissa Borwig, for the Knoxville Panthers. First free throw down. I believe that makes them 5 for 7 in the game, which is significantly better than their first game against Sheraton. As up and makes her second, making her have her 5th and 6th points of the game.
It was 5 of 6 this quarter at the free throw line.
As a deep pass across court ends up a little too far out for number 4 Sanford to grab, as it is yet another turnover on this that they cannot figure out, this full court defense by the Fairfield Trojans. 28-8 Fairfield over Knoxville, 3:06 to go in the second quarter. Faith Jones inside to Elise Settlstrom. Spin around, another 2 for Lauren Martin. A little too left. This one, a 2 going down, a long 2 for Faith Jones. That makes her point total up to 7 now, as the Trojans have now reached 30 points in the first half.
Still 2:35 to go.
And Addison Williams trying to get around.
10
and
seconds.
A 5-second call.
10-second
call.
Backcourt, yeah.
Amazing full court defense by the Trojans holds the Panthers in their own court and ends up in another turnover. A quick 3 for Jones, ends up back off the back right of the backboard and over the end. As another turnover with 30-8 being the score. Fairfield up with 2:27 to go until halftime in this Fairfield Dental Clinic sponsored second quarter. As a little scramble for the ball, and Sanford in a little rush to pass the ball away ends up in yet another travel and yet another turnover for the Knoxville Panthers. With Knoxville being at 4 fouls, they are 1 away from getting in the bonus, and the Trojans still have a little separation with only having 3. Passing it around the 3-point line into Setterstrom, off the front lip and no good, but the offensive board collected by Faith Jones, and the layup is good, giving her 9 points.
That was great hustle. Faith was out around the 3-point line, and she hustled there, got that rebound.
Yes. As we are now under 2 minutes to go with 1:45, the Fairfield is up 32-8. And yet another travel for number 4 Sanford, as the Trojans make a full 5 substitution.
You didn't see this many lineup changes in the hockey game, did you?
Making my job difficult. As Sanford is taken out for Ayana Alvarado. It is Fairfield possession with the now backups in. As Metcalf took a little too hard to gather her step and ended up with a travel, which has become a common theme in this first half.
Yeah, more so on the Knoxville side.
Yes. on the backups end of the Fairfield Trojans with the bench points. Aubrey Ryan, number 12, is leading with 4. As the fight for the ball at the end ends up in a turnover, picked up and gathered by McAvan, passing it down to Feltz. Felt back over to McAvan off the back of the rim, and the shot ends up behind the hoop, but still stayed in bounds and gathered by the Knoxville Panthers, taken down by number 2, Marissa Borwig. And fight for the ball inside ends up in the hands of Addison Williams. A rebound by Aubrey Ryan after the shot just a little short. Appeared to be a reach foul on number 11, Alvarado, which is the 5th foul of the quarter, meaning the Trojans will now shoot 2 with Anna McAvan at the line. 46.5 to go until halftime, 32-8. Fairfield is the score.
Remember, Fairfield had 34 in the game Friday night at against Sheraton at home.
They've come out red hot.
Exactly. The pressure paying off.
First one off the front lip, but goes in for Anna McAvan's first point of the game.
She got the shooter's roll.
And the second offering coming up, as it is just short off the
violation on Knoxville, so she'll get a second chance on that second free throw.
Yep, stepping inside the lane before the shot goes.
So it does not count as a miss for Anna,
as she will now take her official second free throw. And the shot goes in.
Oh,
but the
Anna
crosses the line
yeah.
on the shot, so even though it went in, it will not count as a good basket.
And it doesn't count as a miss either. It's a violation. So,
as Knoxville now inbound it, now with 45 seconds to go, Fairfield up 33-8. Backups remaining in, deflected pass by number 2, Emma Metcalf. But it will stay Knoxville ball. And Sanford back into the game will collect it. Over to Alvarado at the three-point line, being guarded by number 4, Lenora Felt, as she steps in and gets a steal on the fast break over to McAvan. McAvan's layup goes down, giving her 3 points in the game. And in the quarter, in fact, as narrowing down to about 10 seconds to go, as loses the dribble a little bit. Alvarado over to Sanford with 4 seconds, loses her dribble and does not get a shot up. It is going to be halftime now, as the Fairfield Trojans are up 35-8. We say we go to 2-minute commercial break here.
You betcha.
And we'll be back with you on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Dr. Matt here. Looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic. Complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
If community matters, choose a family that values community. When you choose Beaner Funeral Home, you are choosing more than a business and more than a building. You are choosing a family. When you support those who give back to the community by way of volunteerism, talents, and monetary investments, you are ensuring this legacy of giving continues. We offer the most economical cremation and traditional burial pricing in our area and invite you to experience the Beaner difference of community, compassion, and commitment.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
All right, back here at Knoxville High School, Trojans rolling along 35-8 here at halftime, and we should bring into play the 35-point running clock rule. And we hit 35-point advantage at any point in the second half. The clock will continue to run except for shooting fouls, timeouts, and officials' discretion. Officials can take a timeout for whatever reason. Then it has to get down to 25 to resume normal clock operation. So we're right now ahead by 27, so we need eight more added to the margin.
Good math, Lee.
Thank you. I graduated from Drake, but I took journalism to avoid math. Our halftime show is brought to you by Smithburg Automotive. Thanks to Dave and the gang. It's a family operation. Smithburg Automotive, of course, they've got vehicle maintenance, rental, and sales with 2 locations in Fairfield. The primary service location on South 23rd, where it used to be Bob's Automotive, of course, for many years, and then Smithburg bought out Bob Keller, Dave and his family. And then they have also Smitty's Auto and Recycling out at the old Smith Auto Parts at the end of West Grimes in Fairfield. That's where they can actually sell you parts, or they'll buy your vehicle. We had an old car that we needed to get rid of, and they gave us $250 and said it's sold, and that's another option for you as well. And I mentioned the rental aspect and the vehicle sales. That's at the lot. It's technically listed as the side street across from Casey's West, but it's right on West Burlington, where you can see the display lot and the, again, rental part of the operation. Madonna Smithburg generally handles the rentals of the vehicles for Smithburg Automotive. So halftime, again, Trojans 7 of 9 free throws. Boy, you talked about it, Christian, the fact I think we were 5 of 13 in that season opener against Sheraton. We've already made more free throws in 4 less attempts. That's
absolutely
great.
Night and day difference. And along with the more attempts or more successful makes, they've made more three-pointers compared to last game, last Thursday or Friday, whatever.
One of 17 in the Sheraton game, and tonight we've knocked down 2. Those are brought to you by Beaner Funeral Home, and those 3-pointers were made by Vanessa Kessel and Faith Jones. Faith had the only make against Sheraton, and leading the way was Faith Jones with 9, that 3 also including 3 2-point baskets. 7 from Vanessa Kessel, along with her 3-pointer, made a couple of free throws without a miss and a 2-point basket. Lauren Martin scores 6 on a pair of baskets and 2 free throws without a miss. 4 points from Aubrey Bryan, leading our bench scoring. That was a pair of baskets. Also have 3 points from Anna McAvan. Of course, she had 1 of 1 free throws. Made the second one, but it didn't count because she committed a violation, stepped over the line, but is not penalized for that. It just counts as a no free throw attempt, but she had a basket as well, so 3 points. And then 2 points from Elise Setterstrom on a basket inside. Also Emma Scepter with an inside basket. Those are points in the paint. 1 point from Maddie Martin, going 1 of 2 on free throws, and the other point from Emma Metcalf, also 1 of 2 free throws for Knoxville. They only had 2 points in the second quarter. A basket by Carolee Kennedy. They also have 2-point baskets from Miriam Marino and Olivia Sanford. And then the other 2 points of free throws by Marissa and Borwig. They're 2 of 2 at the line, so the teams combined on 9 of 11 free throw shooting in the first half. So good to see the Trojans, obviously, that full court pressure. That was the whole key.
I would definitely say that has been a key contributor to why they have the lead that they have and why Knoxville has had such a lack in scoring and a very large gap in the turnover ratio compared to points. And another thing I would comment on is the distribution of the scoring to the Fairfield girls. I mean, obviously, with the bench scoring, we have 4, 3, and 2, but obviously it's bench scoring, and any points matter with that. And then with our starters, of course, it's a lot of passing around the rock. We're not making three-pointers, but you don't need threes to win all the time, as the defense has been definitely the main factor in what has given the Fairfield Trojans such a large lead.
Yeah, a lot of points in transition as well, getting easy layups and beating Knoxville down the floor. When you get those turnovers off the pressure, sometimes you get an advantage, and you want to capitalize on that. So, yeah, we actually have 10 bench points, the 4 from Aubrey Ryan, the 3 from Anna McAvan, 2 from Emma Scepter, and 1 from Emma Metcalf. So good to see that, 10 bench points to go with the 25 points from the starting 5. So we'll take that all season long.
Alrighty, and coming up with our quarter 3, which is sponsored by Lisco, your experts for fiber optics. Call Lisco of Fairfield today and get set up. And we're going to come up with a 2 minutes commercial break, but this has been the halftime report sponsored by Smithburg Automotive. We'll be right back on Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Planning for 2026? Smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
This is Jeremy with Cranston Family Funeral Home. I want to take a moment and say thank you, not for choosing our funeral home, although we're deeply honored when you do, but for showing up for your neighbors, for supporting small businesses, for standing in line at visitations and hugging people you maybe haven't seen in years. That is what makes our communities feel like home. At Cranston Family Funeral Home, we don't believe in flashy promises. We believe in showing up quietly, respectfully, and doing the work that matters when it matters most. So from our family to yours, thank you. We see you, we are grateful for you, and we'll be here when you need us.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
And we welcome you back in to the Knoxville Gymnasium as the Fairfield Trojans come and are the visiting team to the Knoxville Panthers, as the Trojans are currently up 35-8 after halftime. Of course, we're going to run through our sponsors, the pregame by Community First Credit Union, starting lineups by Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood, the first quarter by Jefferson County Health Center, the second quarter by the Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams in Fairfield, and the halftime by Smithburg Automotives. Coming up in the third quarter, sponsored by Lisco, have all the starting players out for both teams as Knoxville starts with the ball. Of course, we switch sides of the courts after the half switch as Addison Williams gathers it And Marissa Borwig for three. It is no good. Taken in, but the bounce pass is intercepted by Faith Jones. The long fast break pass over to Lauren Martin. Gathered in, and the three-pointer by her cousin Maddie Martin goes down.
Wiener Funeral Home three-pointer.
As the third three-pointer for the Trojans today, as they extend their lead to 30 with 7:04 to go. Panthers inside their side of the court. A long three by Sanford off the front of the rim and rebounded by Faith Jones. Faith Jones down inside to Lauren Martin. The layup just too hard, but the tip out of bounds is by Knoxville, and so it will retain. No, sorry. The tip by Fairfield, and Knoxville will get possession back.
I think you called it right. The officials missed it, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, you know, I am so far away, but I have eyes. Alrighty. So Knoxville coming back up to the court with just around 6:30 to go in the third quarter. Over inside to Ayla Williams, and the two-pointer goes for her. That is her first two of the game, making it 38-10 Fairfield. Lauren Martin with the ball over in the left corner to Maddie Martin. Pass is tipped, and a scramble for the ball ends up in Elise Setterstrom's hands. The layup off the right side of the hoop goes in, making it 40-10. With now under 6 minutes to go in the game. The Trojans have elected to stop having their full court defense, but the travels are still coming for the Knoxville Panthers.
That was second basket for Elise, by the way, 4 points. We have our 5-on-5 switch.
Yep. As the full starting lineup for the Trojans comes out. And a starting five of bench players comes in. As it is intercepted, Lenora Felt's pass by Ayla Williams. Little scramble for the ball ends up in number 4, Sanford's hands. Over to Addison Williams. And an and one completed by Addison Williams, as she is going to now shoot her free throw for 3. Addison Williams has taken a lot of shots, but that is her first make of the game with 5:33 to go in the third.
Second foul on Lenora Felt.
As the free throw a little strong, and picked up by Aubrey Ryan, as the free throw is no good. 40-12, as Emma Metcalf
using her soccer skills.
Channels her inner soccer player. Fortunately, you can't do that in basketball, which ends up in a turnover for the Trojans.
Coach Witz is down there, but the big grin on his face. They should work on her soccer skills here during the basketball season. It's funny, in volleyball, I think you can use your feet. Not done very often, but not in basketball.
Alrighty, and Knoxville takes the ball, and number 4 has struggled with travels all game, unfortunately for her, as it is going to be another turnover for the Knoxville Panthers, and over to the Trojans. Metcalf with a cut inside, no good, but she gets her rebound back, and a spin-around layup goes in for Emma Metcalf, giving her 3 points in the game, as we have now reached the 5-minute points of the third quarter. The Trojans up 42-12. Over to Miriam Moreno. And a foul by Lenora Felt, her third. As it is going to stay on this side of the court.
Second team foul of the quarter.
Inbound to Kennedy, her layup just shorts. And it rolls out of bounds with nobody touching it, so it will be a turnover and Fairfield ball. Over to Anna McAvan, a quick pass inside. Lenora Felt makes her layup, her first 2 of the game. Makes it 44-12 Trojans.
All 10 girls have now scored.
That's fantastic. Distributing the rock inside Sanford over to Marissa Borwig, over to Kennedy. Pass is attempted to deflect by McEvan, ends up in the hands of Lenora Felt. Over to number 22, McEvan. Felt for three. Off the front rim, no good. Gathered in by Ryan, no good. But the third attempt by Scepter goes in. Her 4th points of the game.
34-point margin right now.
Making it 46-12. Yep, when it reaches a 35-point deficit, it will have a running clock in this game. Layup attempt no good by Ayla Williams. Taken in by Aubrey Ryan. Passing it over to Lenora Felt as the starting 5 for the Trojans is sitting at the scores table. Pass is deflected by, it appears, number 4 Sanford. And the Panthers are going to take it up the court. Now the Panthers have no fouls up to this point. Both fouls by Lenora Felt in this quarter have given the Trojans 2. As Moreno's long 2, no good, but a push underneath the basket ends up in the 3rd foul of the quarter for the Trojans, with Emma Metcalf getting her 3rd.
Actually, Emma Scepter. Oh, they call her, you're right, Emma Metcalf.
Alrighty, and a full starting switch for the Fairfield Trojans, and Addison Williams, number 25, and number 11, Ayana Alvarado, coming in for the Knoxville Panthers. 46-12, Fairfield, 3:11 to go in the 3rd quarter. Alvarado gets it stripped by Vanessa Kessel. And the pass down court to Faith Jones, a little too hard. And it was last touched by the Trojans, and it will be Knoxville Panthers ball. As points hard to come by for the Knoxville Panthers. Almost all their starters have points aside from number 11, but with 2:49 to go, a lot can happen as the ball is swatted but stays in Knoxville's possession.
Yeah, and 11 is a reserve. All 5 of their starters have actually scored. So.
Apologies on that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yep, Addison Williams trying to get handles. Another steal for Vanessa Kessel. A fast break ends in a layup attempt, no good. Taken in by Maddie Martin. She just likes to take it back out. Over to Jones, and Kessel at the corner 3. Ends up back inside, Elise Setterstrom, no good, but her rebound ends up again just short. Another offensive rebound for the Trojans. Passing it around the court, ends up in a right layup for Maddie Martin. Her 6th points of the game with 2:03 to go. It is 48-12, which means it is a 36-point lead, and so the 35-point deficit rule is now in effect. The clock is running as the Trojans bring their bench 5 up to the scores table for soon another substitution. And Addison Williams with a long J2, giving her 4 points in the game, making it 48-14. As the push by, I believe that is 25, Addison Williams on Faith Jones. That'll give them their first foul of the quarter. Clock still running, now down to 1:10 to go in the 3rd. That is Addison Williams' 3rd foul of the game, as it is 48-14 Fairfield over Knoxville. Now I'd like to comment that last year the Fairfield Trojans girls basketball team did not exceed 50 points, and to this point the Trojans are looking pretty good that they might.
I would hope so. Yeah, this match is our season high last year in one of the matchups with Burlington.
As a turnover by Lenora Felt with another travel ends up in Knoxville possession. As we are now nearing 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, sponsored by Lisco. The ball is knocked out of bounds, but it will stay in possession of the Knoxville Panthers.
Clock keeps running, of course.
Now down to 17 seconds as it is stolen, ends up in the hands of Lenora Feltz into Anna McAvan. The layup good and one.
And
a great
50.
layup attempt. Clock does stop for that as it is 7.7 to go in the third quarter, giving Fairfield their first 50 piece of the year and first in
at least
a
3
few
years. Yeah, in the last 2 years. I think we had it the year before.
Giving Anna McAvan her 5th points. She's going to try for a 6th as it is just left.
Again, Knoxville stepped in the lane before the ball got to the rim, so. And
Now
we'll get a second chance.
Yep, now down to 7 seconds to go.
Yeah. They won't add those seconds back on those 10s.
Yep. Now her first free throw of this possession. And yet again, she stepped over the line.
Well, that saves her misses.
Yeah. Second time this game that has happened for her.
The first time, though, she made it, so it cost her a make.
As we are nearing the end of the third quarter, takes up a shot. It is too far right, and an air ball ends the third quarter, sponsored by Lisco, as the Fairfield Trojans are up 50-14 over the Knoxville Panthers. We will have a 1-minute commercial break, and we'll be back with you at Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
We care. At Jefferson County Health Center, it's the little things that make a big difference. We believe every patient deserves to feel safe and comforted, no matter what brings them here. We strive to turn fear into comfort. We are committed to ensuring every patient feels informed, supported, and truly cared for.
Jefferson County Health Center, care you can count on. It's what we do.
And welcome back to Knoxville High School as the Fairfield Trojans, the visiting squad, are up 50-14. And we are entering the fourth quarter, sponsored by Brandon Taglor, your Beck's dealer, 641-919-7526. Curious if offered. The Trojans come in off the possession and start of the quarter, and Maddie Martin with a quick layup, giving her up to, how many points is that?
8.
7?
Yeah,
8.
she got 8. 7 in the second half.
She made the only three-pointer of the third quarter, sponsored by Biener Funeral Home. As the Trojans have kind of shied away from the full court defense that they played in the first half, but it does not seem to be making too much of a difference, as a steal by Vanessa Kessel ends up in a jump ball as the Panthers are going to get possession. So now we are with the running clock. It is down to 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The Trojans up 52-14. And number 4, Sanford, over to Addison Williams. Back over outside of the three-point line to Borwig. Good defense by Kessel. Out to Sanford again. And Addison Williams, they're just distributing it between the three of them. Over to Kennedy at the free throw line. Inside to number 35, Ayla Williams. Out, and Sanford for 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the save, rebound attempt by Williams ends up being a turnover, and a layup by Lauren Martin on that side of the court.
Good pass by Vanessa Kessel on a look ahead.
Almost.
You betcha. Caitlin Clark-esque looking up the floor.
Making it 54-14 with 6 minutes to go.
So 40-point advantage.
And Little poke at the ball by Faith Jones, as the layup attempt by Addison Williams misses the hoop entirely. And Maddie Martin ends up with it, passes it down to Kessel, and another layup for the Trojans. As this has been the bread and butter of the fourth quarter up to this point.
Vanessa's got 9 now.
Again, with amazing defense to this point
So we
by
got
number 1, Kessel.
Yeah, we got 2 players with 9, another with 8. Here's an official's timeout for a substitution.
As Ayana Alvarado comes in for Addison Williams.
I mentioned to you during the quarter break, our second 5 had 8 points in the third quarter. Our starters had 7.
As we have been getting the bench involved, the Trojans have been definitely getting the bench involved with those complete 5 substitutions, as Lauren Martin gets the first foul of the fourth quarter and her first personal.
Clock keeps ticking.
Down to 4:43 to go in the fourth. As Ayla Williams,
I think Elise bumped her.
Bumped by Elise Setterstrom, gives the Trojans the second foul of the fourth quarter. As it will stay Knoxville possession and under the Knoxville hoop.
Also first personal on Elise.
Inside Borwig with a floater, it goes down. And her 4th point of the game on the floater makes it 56-16. Setterstrom inside the paint, a bank shot goes in, giving her 6 on the day. Been paint patrolling for number 50. The poke attempt by Vanessa Kessel still ends up with Knoxville possession, as it is 58-16. Fairfield with 3:45 to go. That running clock makes it speed.
Yes.
Alvarado trying to find any separation. And
we got Elise again for a hold.
That gives it the 3rd foul of the quarter and the 2nd of the game for Elise Setterstrom. As Faith Jones, Elise Setterstrom, and Lauren Martin come out, replaced by number 2, Emma Metcalf, number 4, Lenore Felt, number 42, Emma Scepter. And the ball last touched by the Knoxville Panthers. Marissa Borwig ends up with Fairfield possession, as we're now under 3 minutes to go. 58-16 is the score. Over inside to Scepter, and the ball bounces around, ends up back out, and inside to Emma Scepter, just short on the attempt, but a good hustle play by Vanessa Kessel, and then another offensive rebound for the Trojans. The 3 by Felt, just right, and another hard offensive rebound by Maddie Martin into Scepter, and the travel called. Can't pick up the basketball, and a full 5 substitution coming in as Jasmine Sedlock, Mary Visser, I gotta get these all down quick, Amira Whitworth,
Mary Visser, you mentioned.
Yes,
Let's see. Number 5, Amira Whitworth.
14, Mia Durham, and
55.
I believe that's it.
Okay, yeah, you got Jasmine Sedlock. Yep, I think we got them all.
Little rush there. Always tough with the full 5 substitution. Another steal for Vanessa Kessel. And the foul on the shot, and Kessel is going to shoot 2. Clock stops with 1:43 to go. The Trojans up 58-16. Vanessa Kessel currently with 9 points. And do you have steals down, or?
I don't.
No, she's probably
a bunch.
Nearing 10.
Yeah.
As she takes her first free throw. As it goes down, I believe her 3rd free throw of the game, good.
Yep.
And don't quote me on the steals, but I would assume that gives her a double-double with the steals and the points.
We'll get the official stats from Brian Woodsenberg after the game, but not for tonight's broadcast.
And Kessel, another good free throw, makes her 4 for 4 on the day, giving her 11 points and making the Fairfield Trojans up to 60 points.
matching what Knoxville got against us in Fairfield last year.
And the bounce pass by Amira Whitworth is stolen by Emma Scepter, taken down, and the ball ripped out by Amira Whitworth, but stays in Fairfield possession. And Lauren Martin and Faith Jones coming in for the remaining starters, Vanessa Kessel and Maddie Martin.
So we're keeping 2 starters in the mix at the moment.
But I would definitely say, despite the starters coming in and out, it has been an absolute full team effort.
Agreed.
And another foul in the paint, and Emma Metcalf is going to shoot 2 as Delaney Landgrabe with her first foul of the game.
Delaney Landgrabe.
With 54.6 to go, Emma Metcalf is going to shoot 2. And it is up front of the lit, making her 1 for 3 on her free throws.
Only the 3rd official miss for the Trojans at the line tonight. And they've made 9. So 9
fantastic, 75% to this point, as Elise Setterstrom came in for number 42, Emma Scepter. Second free throw attempt, nothing but nets as the Trojans go up 61-16. 45-point lead for the Lady Trojans, giving Emma Metcalf her 4th points. Elise Setterstrom ends up with the ball, passing it over to Faith Jones for 3. It goes down. The Biener Funeral Home sponsored 3-pointer with her 2nd 3-pointer of the game, giving her 12 on the day. As it is 64-16, now under 30 seconds to go.
I'm betting that's going to be our last points of the game.
Shot clock is off. Haven't talked about that all game, but the shot goes up. And touched by the Knoxville Panthers on the attempted rebound and going out.
I'm expecting we'll dribble the clock out here.
Yep, now under 10 seconds to go with the running clock.
Yeah,
and
Brian
Faith
says
Jones is just going to dribble it out past half court. As your final score, Fairfield Trojans 64-16 in this 4th quarter, sponsored by Brandon Taglauer and your Beck's dealer. And we will go on to, what, a 2-minute commercial session here as the Trojans take down the Knoxville Panthers 64-16. We'll be back with you at Atoma Radio Sports Network shortly.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
Shopping for a quality used car? Check out the inventory at Smithburg Automotive's lot at 1503 West Burlington Avenue in Fairfield. Need repairs? They've got you covered at the South 23rd Street location. Call 641-472-2454 or visit smithburgs.com. Need quality used parts? Head to Smitty's Auto Recycling on West Grimes in Fairfield. They've got fresh inventory arriving all the time. Selling parts or have a wrecked vehicle? They buy unwanted cars too. Call 472-4200 or stop by to see what's new in the yard.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This holiday season, connection means more than ever. At Lisco, we're proud to keep you close no matter the distance. With fiber-fast internet, crystal clear TV, and reliable phone service, your moments of laughter, your video calls, and your favorite holiday movies all shine brighter. Because at Lisco, connection isn't just what we provide, it's what we believe in. From our family to yours, happy holidays from Lisco, keeping you connected to what matters most.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
welcome you back now for the Atoma Radio post-game show sponsored by Cranston Family Funeral Home in Fairfield and Keosauqua to serve you with Monument Sales and Irish Ridge Cremation. CranstonFamilyFuneralHome.com. And let's us not forget our other sponsors of the game, the pregame by Community First Credit Union, the starting lineups by Packwood Locker and Meats, every three-pointer made in this game, which there were quite a few. The Beaner Funeral Home was there to sponsor us for that one. The quarter one by the Jefferson County Health Center. Care you can count on, that's what we do. The quarter two by the Fairfield Dental Clinic on West Adams and Fairfield. Halftime by Smithburg Automotive. Quarter three by Lisco. And quarter four by Brandon Taglauer, your Beck's dealer. And yeah, final score today was 64-16 Fairfield over the Knoxville Panthers. And for the official number crunch, I will take it over to the wizard himself, Lee Muntz.
Is that the Wizard of Oz?
You're not that old.
No, well, sometimes I feel like it. Anyway, thank you, Christian, and a great job. I had some comments already passed along. People that have my number raid my cell phone with some flattering comments, and appreciated that. So Fairfield wins it 64-16. Quite a turnaround from last year when lost the home game to the Panthers 60-29. So we reversed it and then some, led by the 12 points from Faith Jones, hit a couple of those Beaner Funeral three-pointers and then 3 2-point baskets. The other Trojan in double digits, Vanessa Kessel with 11, had 7 at halftime, 4 in the second. She made all 4 of her free throws, hit a Beaner's three-pointer and a 2-point basket as well. Just missing double figures were basically 2 other girls, 8 apiece from Maddie Martin and Lauren Martin, the Martin cousins. Maddie with a three-pointer, 1 of 2 free throws and a couple of 2-point baskets. Lauren had 3 2-point baskets, made her only 2 free throws, so that was her 8 points. 6 from Elise Setterstrom, all on 2-point baskets, points in the paint from Elise. And then 5 points from Anna McAvan. She leads the second 5 scoring. 4 apiece from 3 of the other girls. Emma Metcalf did most of her work at the line, 2 of 4 free throws and a 2-point basket. Anna McAvan had a couple of 2s and and a free throw. She was 1 of 1 officially. Had 1 free throw that didn't count because she stepped over the line, and a miss that didn't count because she stepped over the line. So Anna obviously is going to be coached up by her dad, Pat, one of the assistants, and head coach Brian. And I should mention, Brian, blessed with a lot of assistant coaches. Brian Witzenberg has Shay Drish, Destiny Gridley as paid assistants, and then volunteering are Pat McAvan and Travis Duncan. So thanks to all those guys helping coach the girls basketball program. So back to the scoring. Emma Scepter, a couple of baskets in the paint, 4 points. Aubrey Ryan with a couple of baskets. So those were also points in the paint. So looking at that, I would say we had 8 and 6, 14 points in the paint between post players Elise Setterstrom, Aubrey Ryan, and Emma Scepter, and a basket from Lenora Felt on a 2-pointer in the third quarter of the game. Trojans' first time in quite a while had the 35-point running clock in their favor in this basketball game tonight. Clicked in when it went to 48-12 in the third quarter of the game tonight, and then stayed that way throughout the fourth quarter. Like we mentioned, once it gets to that 35-point margin, it has to go to 25 to resume regular clock operation. Not like football where it goes 35, and anytime somebody gets it under 35, then you go back to regular clock. Basketball is a little bit different in that regard. So Fairfield with a good first road win of the season, first road game after dropping the home game against Sheraton, 60-34 on the Friday night. First time we hit 50 in the last 2 seasons, and obviously getting 60 or more. I'm going to have to look back over the last few seasons and see when the last time that Trojan girls basketball team hit 60 or more in a game. They're warming up for the JV game. The reason for this flip-flop, usually JV first, was Knoxville a little bit down on their numbers, so some of their varsity girls also have to play the JV game, and obviously they wanted them to be fresh for the varsity and then not be tired for the varsity game. So that was the reason for the switch. Fairfield has a separate pretty much JV crew. There are some of the girls that dress JV and varsity, but not a lot. So we'll go ahead and take our last break, talk about what's next for Fairfield High School basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. We need, what, a 2-minute break, AJ? Yep, so we'll take our last 2-minute break from Knoxville. We'll be back to finish things out on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Planning for 2026, smart farmers know the best yields start with the right choices. At Beck's Hybrids, where farmers are art, helping farmers succeed is what makes up the fabric of our culture. Call Brandon Tegeler, your Beck's seed dealer serving Southeast Iowa. Get your 2026 seed orders in early and secure the varieties that perform best on your land. 641-919-7526. That's 641-919-7526. Beck's Hybrids, growing successful together.
At Community First Credit Union, we want you to smile more and stress less this holiday season. Right now, we're offering 3 savvy ways to slay this holiday. Enjoy our low intro rate Flex Rewards card, secure a personal loan at a low rate, or save in a flash with Skip-a-Pay. Visit c1stcu.com/holiday loan or stop by a branch for complete details. Slay this holiday with C First. Some restrictions apply. Loans are subject to credit approval, federally insured by the NCUA.
This is Miss Bonnie at Packwood Locker and Meats of Packwood. Packwood Locker and Meats brings farm fresh to your table. Beefy with boldness, porky with perfection, fresh off the farm and into your kitchen. We know how to make every meal a masterpiece. Trust the quality and savor the taste, because at Packwood Locker and Meats, fresh isn't just a promise, it's a guarantee. Now open for retail and pickup 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays. Visit PackwoodLockerandMeats.com for more information. Trust me, you can't beat Peyton's Meat, and we dare you to try.
Dr. Matt here, looking for complete dental care for your entire family? At Fairfield Dental Clinic in Fairfield, that's exactly what we provide.
Dr. Pat here. We pride ourselves on delivering comprehensive care from routine cleanings to advanced procedures. At Fairfield Dental Clinic, we're committed to creating healthy smiles in a comfortable, caring environment.
We live here, we work here, and we're proud to care for generations of families from Fairfield and the surrounding area. Call today for an appointment. Fairfield Dental Clinic, complete dental care for your entire family, your neighbors, your dentists, your smile.
You're watching the Fairfield Trojans on the Ottumwa Radio YouTube channel.
Good win.
And welcome back to Knoxville High School with our final send-off. We're here with Coach Witzenberg. We'll hear from him in a second. Coming up for the Fairfield Trojans, they will be playing Tuesday, December 2nd in a doubleheader with the boys basketball. They'll have the 6 o'clock game against Oskaloosa. And for Knoxville, they will be playing again December 2nd they will be here against Van Meter at 7:15. So now I'm going to hand things over to Lee Muntz, who's with Coach Witz.
All right, thank you, Christian Rasmussen. Great job on your first play-by-play encounter of Fairfield High School basketball. Great to have Christian doing that. And Coach Witzenberg, Brian, great job tonight. Came out with that full court pressure. Your 5-for-5 substitutions. The girls were really clicking, and obviously Knoxville on their half, a young team, inexperienced. They had a Duncan girl that if she comes out, would have been a junior, would have helped them immensely. But been there, done that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was really good to see us move the ball offensively and just make their defense really work. And we had good ball movement right away, and it was good to get a fast start.
13-6 at the end of the first, 35-8 at the half, got it to the 35-point running clock in the third, 48-12, up 50-14 at the end of 3, and 64-16. Keep in mind, last season, Fairfield Girls Basketball, 48 was the best game of the season. Last time we got 60 or more, you got to go back 2 or 3 years, and that's obviously a sign of improvement. But like you mentioned, just sharing the ball. We were going with Vanessa Kessel for an MVP because obviously your point guard. And I only see 5 steals on here. Actually, let's see. Yeah, 5 steals. I'm thinking when you watch the film, you're going to see a few more than that.
Yeah, some of these are unofficial, and we get into the game as coaches, and so some of those we miss some stuff, and it's just really exciting to see the girls move the basketball and play so hard.
Who led an assist down there, according to your sheet?
Yeah, my sheet, Lenore Felt had 4 assists. Vanessa Kessel had 3. just sharing the ball and getting all these deflections. Faith Jones has 4 deflections. That's huge for us.
Rebounding-wise, who led the way?
Aubrey Ryan had 7 rebounds for us, and that was really good to see her have 7. Maddie Martin had 7 rebounds. We expect that from Maddie, but, man, to see that from Aubrey Ryan for tonight was great.
And, the bench scoring, let's see, 4, 9, 13, 15, 19 points out of your 64 from the bench.
Yeah, absolutely. Just our scoring in general, everybody scored tonight.
Exactly.
And that's our goal. We want to get so many people involved and so that they feel part of everything that we're doing, and that's a huge part of it.
I had you 10 of 13 from the line tonight, 3 of 4 in the second half, 7 of 9 the first half. Just much improved from the opener, 5 of 13, I think it was, against Sheraton.
Yeah, that's something that we talk about every day. And they run for their missed free throws, and they're getting a taste of that. And so they don't want to miss any free throws anymore.
That's the way to get her done. And points in the paint, Emma Scepter, Aubrey Ryan, each with 4, and then Elise Sederstrom with 6. You always like to get some inside scoring as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We get that touch in the paint, and it just opens things up. And so if we can get a touch in the paint and back out, man, we make that defense move, and it just opens some stuff up for us.
4 Beaner Funeral Home 3-pointers, 2 in each half, only 1 in the season opener. I think it was 1 of 17, so obviously much improved there. And the girls were shooting with confidence tonight.
Absolutely. Whenever we hit our teammates in our shooting pocket and we're ready to catch and shoot, that's a lot of it. If we rush, then our shots aren't where they want to be.
Yeah. All right, I know you want to watch the JV game, so just finally talk about the Oskaloosa team that's coming down next Tuesday.
Yeah, it's always a dogfight against them, and they have good players, and we just have to make sure that we execute what we want to do and take care of business.
Did the Foster girl graduate?
Yes.
Thank God.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. That'll make some things inside a little bit easier.
I couldn't remember she was a senior last year. I was sure hoping that.
Yes.
Well, Witz, Brian, a great job by you and the girls tonight, and I know your assistant coaches really help you out.
Absolutely. They're a big part of our process. And just getting the information to the kids. The kids are so receptive and make adjustments in games so well right now. And it's a lot because of them, and it's a huge part of what we do.
All right, thanks for coming up, Brian.
Yes, thank you, Lee.
All right, that's Brian Witzenberg, and we're going to wrap it up from Knoxville High School. Maddie Martin on the way up the bleachers there, so appreciate Witz coming up after the game, and a great job by the Trojans here tonight. A final score of 64-16. Any final thoughts from you, Christian Rasmussen?
It's been an amazing experience up here. It's my first time, of course. Of course, not my last either, but always an enjoyment to be with you.
Well, appreciate that. All right, well, Tuesday I'll be on the PA announcing. You'll be up there at the top of the bleachers with AJ, and you're going to get your solo pilot license.
Debut.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You'll be a solo flight on Tuesday with the girls and the boys, and that'll be a fun atmosphere. I'm expecting a big crowd for the home opener, for the boys' season opener, for the girls' second home game of the season. But a great bounce back from that loss to Sheraton last Friday. The Fairfield girls win tonight over Knoxville, 64-16. Once again, our post-game show was brought to you by our friends at the Cranston Family Funeral Home. Thanks to Jeremy Cranston. Great, his daughter Ireland is, of course, on the junior varsity team, number 2, playing right now for the Fairfield JV girls up here at Knoxville. But thanks to Cranston's for helping bring you the post-game show of our Fairfield High School basketball coverage, and all the rest of the sponsors: Community First Credit Union, Fairfield Dental Clinic, Smithburg Automotive, Lisco, Jefferson County Health Center, Brandon Taglar, your Beck's Seed dealer, Beaner Funeral Home and Crematory, owners Scott and Rachel Brown, and they, of course, sponsor the 3-point baskets during Fairfield High School games this season. Packwood Locker and Meats brings you the starting lineups. Post-game show is a service I mentioned, the Cranstons. And the quarter sponsors: first, Jefferson County Health Center; second, Fairfield Dental Clinic; third, Let's Go, your experts for fiber optic; and fourth quarter, Brandon Taglar, your Beck's Seed dealer. So thanks to those sponsors. Couldn't do it without them. Thanks to Greg List, Margie Gehring, and all the crew at Ottumwa Radio Group. helping bring you Fairfield High School basketball. On behalf of Christian Rasmussen, I'm Lee Muntz, reminding you once again, final score from Knoxville tonight. Trojan girls a big winner, 64-16. Good night, everybody, and have yourself a good rest of the week and a happy Thanksgiving to everybody. I hope you can find something to be thankful for every day, every time you think about it. All right, good night from Knoxville, everybody.